if I fuck us up, we'll be overdone. You'll forget me. I'm feeling bad that I act this way cause you let me. They call me king, but I know my queen will be there to check me. Last year, was running around 45th looking for Soho. Last night was riding down Rodeo looking for NoHo. It's crazy what can change in a year. Think that you know they'll go back and forth like a yo-yo. They live their life for the photos and see me, I'm acting solo cause I'm afraid to commit. Now can you tell me how I'm different than him? And him, yeah. I know I'm always questioning things. Like, girl, would you say that love cannot be found inside a vow or a ring? She laughs and says only material things. Those are material things. Imagine buying all my trust with a ring. Imagine spending all my love on a fling. Got a thing for you. If I had the talent you had, I probably would sing for you like
out of my head, out of my mind, oh why? If you let me, I'll be at my best. And into your arms tonight. Yeah, I'm lost without it. Feels like I'm always waiting. I need you to come get me out of my head. And into your arms tonight.
Yeah. I don't mean to make you wait or to contemplate about us. My ex, she loved to lie, guess that's why it's harder to trust. I've been searching to find myself and not get too lost in the lust. I heard once that you could try but can't fill from an empty cup, that's no lie. And all I ever say is how I need time. If it was up to you now, you would be mine. I'm on a road more than I'm home, and still I find it's only you on my mind. The last 3 were Gemini, I take that shit as a sign. It's funny, you can't buy time with your money. And you love going to the beach, whether it's cloudy or sunny. And you love drinking all your wine until it hurts in your tummy. You call me honey, I'm tipsy, and really all I want is for you to love me. Flashbacks of back roads, driving back to my side of state. I know I need to tell you I care before it's too late. Before someone steps to the plate, before you decide not to wait, before you decide not to chase, till you call me up just to say
I'm out of my head, out of my mind, oh why? If you let me, I'll be out of my dress. And into your arms tonight. I'll bet you're lost without it. Feels like I'm always waiting. I need you to come get me out of my head. Into your arms tonight, tonight.
Good Monday evening to everybody, and welcome back to the final Josh and Reece podcast here on the Josh YouTube channel. And we have an absolutely massive group of people today who will be joining for a football quiz. We will be doing a very, very exciting football quiz with an amazing panel for the final Josh and Reece podcast, and that will be on this channel. We are waiting on Douglas to join us. He should hopefully be with us within the next 10 minutes. Everyone can slam hashtag Doug is late in the chat, and we'll make sure we hold them good. So to introduce the massive panel that I have, obviously the first person is the co-host Reece. Reece, this is a good way to end our wee podcast that we've been doing during the pre-season. It's a good way to end it, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is exactly how it should go, and I'm all for it. So here's my opponents. You're my bitches. Let's get on with it. Also in the red corner of Manchester, we have Rise. We've got Talk, who's making his debut on the channel. So Talk, thank you very much for making your presence known on the channel.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me, mate. Looking forward to it.
Also a fellow Chelsea fan. We've got RCBian Fan TV. He's making his debut. He's absolutely bricking it for this quiz, but I do appreciate you coming. I know it's quite late where you are, so hopefully this will be worthwhile for taking part in.
Yes, definitely. Looking forward to it, and yes, glad to be here, Josh. I know me and Josh have been connecting a lot. Me trying to get him on my channel and vice versa. But yeah, great to be here. It's actually weird that I'm actually first up here for a big quiz. So that's where probably I'll be a great champion or maybe embarrassed myself. But yeah, looking forward to it.
Representing the Blue Podcast, also my boss Tom, also known as Mackers. He came second on the quiz on the Golden Show on the Blue Podcast, so he's here to beat Reece now, or try to anyway.
What do you mean try to? I'm here to beat Reece. I'm absolutely here to beat Reece. I can't get beaten on my own channel and then lose on another person's channel as well. Come on now. Yeah, thank you for having me on. Thank you very much for having me on.
In the red side of Merseyside, starting with Owen from Kop, also known as our David Annabra. He's here to show how smart he truly is in the football world. Owen, how well do you think you'll do?
Extremely poorly. I have, all the confidence of Diana Ross taking a penalty in the 1994 World Cup. It's all gonna, it's gonna start badly and go downhill from there. But I am delighted to be here, and it's great to see everybody. Thanks for inviting me on.
In the other red corner, we got Connor from the Kop Council, the guy you just have to drag by the neck to get on podcasts these days. Last time we had him on, he didn't even want to be on the podcast. With Liverpool, we're having an interesting season. But Connor, are you ready to show everyone how smart you are and show Reece up?
I'm not smart, and B, you make me sound so terrible. Thank you very much. Thank you for having us on. And if none of us beat Reece, then it's kind of like an Avengers thing. We're all together against Reece.
Quite literally. And then in the red side of London, we've got my nomination for the best charitable YouTube creator on YouTube within STV family. Obviously, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the channel. Obviously, you'll be with me tomorrow to talk about Arsenal, but we'll not depress you about that today, don't worry.
Yeah, we won't depress you about that. I'm glad my encyclopedia's cleared up a bit for this, so at least have some brain function left. But let's just say, you say Owen's not confident at all. I've got about as much confidence as Arsenal winning the Champions League in 3 years. So yeah, let's go. As
I said, the furniture Douglas, he will be with us. I just don't know. He says shortly, however long shortly means in Doug's book, we don't know, but he will make an appearance. So to say hello to everyone in the chat, quite a few people in here this evening. So we've got the regular Hallie. Obviously, Hallie's here. She was very much in the Twitter banter that was on. We've got Blaze with the Blue Hearts. I don't know if you're trying to represent Chelsea or what, but hello anyway.
He's a Chelsea fan.
Hello, Jade. Hope you're doing very well. Hello, Mike Green. Pleasure to see you. Just saying, I seen your thing yesterday. Newport's not the biggest team in Wales. I seen you said on STV Family's channel yesterday. You're not the biggest team in Wales.
What is the biggest team in Wales? Correct me.
Rich, thank you for coming in. Hope you're able to take part. Obviously, talks in the chat because there's two of them. He's that good. And then I think that's it. Shane O'Donnell, can't forget Shane O'Donnell. Shane O'Donnell's there too. Reece commented too, but Reece is irrelevant because we want him to lose. So I'm just going to forget about him. So anyway, so as I said, we're going to read out. I'll read out the questions. There is 20 of them. I've kept it. I've been nice today. I've actually kept it reasonably easy. I've actually been nice to you guys today. I thought it's not as tough as the Golden Show, Tom. So you might get a few right.
Thank you.
Wait one second,
just
mate. There's one on for you to read it.
Okay, so as I said, we're going to start off. We're going to start off with one that I think it'd be interesting to see people. So I will put all questions on the screen again, just because I know of internet connections, but all that stuff could be a bit of a. So question number one to start our quiz.
Wait 1 minute, mate. Wait 1 minute.
Come on,
He's just getting the answers.
No, it's literally what just dropped into the chat that's important. So
hold on here. So let me just have this. Let me just get it right then. So you, Josh, you're gonna ask the question, and then we're all gonna write down the answer. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yes. As research has said, don't put chat. Don't put any answers into the chat until we come to the answer section. So to all of you guys on screen, try not to look at the chat because you probably have someone who joins late and doesn't see what we're doing and all of that stuff. So
I'm on full screen mode, so I'm alright anyway.
So question number one: with 202 clean sheets, which goalkeeper had the best record in the Premier League? Reece composing his victory tweet already. Reece is not going to win. We're determined to make sure Reece does not win. Okay, question number two. What date was Mikel Arteta hired as Arsenal boss?
Exact date?
Yep.
Exact date. Oh my life.
Stephen will know that. Jesus
Christ. If Stephen doesn't even know it, then I'm worried.
Just introduce the last member. Douglas has arrived.
Good evening. Good evening.
Don't know if you've seen the first question, mate. About his name, the goalkeeper was this.
So that's question number one.
I saw that one. Yeah, I saw that one.
Sweet. So question number two is: what date did Mikel Arteta become Arsenal manager?
So that includes caretaker.
He was never caretaker manager.
Was he just permanent straight away? That's a disgrace. That's a disgrace to football. That's a disgrace to football.
It's also a football club.
Freddie Lundberg was the caretaker manager.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Sorry.
They used Freddie Lundberg to compare him with Mikel Arteta.
Well, to be fair, they're both shit, so you can't really compare.
You can't really have a go at Freddie Lundberg though.
Okay, change about. Yes, I will be changing about for each question. Don't worry. Okay, so the next question is. Let me just copy and paste it. My computer's a bit slow because it's running about 6 different things here. So, with 260 goals, who is the Premier League's all-time top scorer?
How is everyone, by the way?
All right, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Nice to see you again, Doug.
I'll try and catch
Nice
up
to
with
see
you
you,
at some
Tom.
point.
It's been a little while.
Yeah, I can't actually remember the last time I spoke to you, but it has been a while. Connor, nice to see you as well.
Hello. I see you every single day, so I'm used to seeing you.
That is true. Owen, how you doing?
Very well, thank you, Doug. Are you well?
I am well, yes. Stephen, nice to see you as well.
Yeah, I'm alright. I've already heard about Arteta's noise, so I'm already in the
He's already upset.
It's lovely to meet Anchor as well.
Hey, brother, good to be here.
I was coming on. That's why.
And hello, Talk as well.
Yes, big up, Doug.
All right. Okay. So, question number 4. We're going to be diving into the World Cup. That's everyone's World Cup. That's everyone's World Cup knowledge. The record number of World Cup goals is 16, scored by who?
Oh.
Fucking yes,
Yeah.
mate.
You okay there?
That's the easiest question.
Say that. Is that a new dance move, Reece?
Yeah, top it, bitch.
Is that your dance move when Man United in that top 4?
Season hasn't even started yet, boys.
Yeah, it's already started, isn't it?
With the 4th question in, lads. Come on.
That question, I'm thinking because I've got 2 players in my mind, and I'm like, shit, which one do I go for? Because like I say, I'm a bit older than you lot, so I'm thinking like a little bit further back. So,
wait, am I the youngest here?
I'm not. What age are you?
21.
I'm 19.
Yeah.
You're 19, right? How have you got more facial hair than me?
Tottenham was the last World Cup won by England.
Shut up, you cheeky ball and back. Yeah.
To be fair, I know this answer for a reason.
Right, Reece, what did you do now?
Actually, Reece, Reece, do you know what? I'm going to say something now, Reece. No, Reece, you have just helped me there because one of the players I'm thinking of, right, is, and I know what you've just said has now lent me towards the one player in that 2. So I think you've just given me the answer.
I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
I have a funny feeling no one's going to get this right, but I've heard and the 2026 World Cup will be hosted across 3 different countries. Can you name them?
Oh my
Connor's face. Oh, poor Connor.
I can think.
I'm trying to work out how the next one's going to work.
I can think of 1, and that's it. 3.
You know what? We'll probably need a tiebreaker. I'm quite confident it's going well, but I might be coming last and then who knows? I don't know.
I could be following you on that one, mate.
Right. Okay. Right. On the 15th of August 2017, Liverpool travelled away to Hoffenheim to play them in a Champions League playoff game. What was the score and who were the scorers?
disgusting behaviour.
Are we speaking aggregate score or just the score?
No, this is just the game away to Hoffenheim in the first leg.
Oh, fuck off!
This was in a playoff game back when Liverpool.
How are the points being given out for this question?
So 3 points, one for each score and one for the correct score.
Can you just ask that question again, please?
So on the 15th of August of 2017, Liverpool travelled away to Hoffenheim in a Champions League playoff, this was the first leg. What was the score and who scored the goals?
And just on the Liverpool scorers, aren't we?
So you got to know so you got to say. Oh, so you got both teams, to be honest, actually.
Oh wait, oh Jesus!
Reece is playing mind games.
I always play mind games.
Just to sum up, this was Mignolet was in goal. Lovren and Moreno.
I don't want to know the team, mate. I don't want to know the team.
Hey! Shush!
Don't want to know the team. Shut up.
Well,
I'm overruling that comment. We're not having.
Can I just add that we reached the Champions League final that season with Mignolet in the team?
Yeah, we did.
I know that was a very good final that you lost.
Reece, we've won it 6 times. Shut up,
mate. You still lost it plenty of times. Silence.
You haven't got to a Champions League final since 2010. Shut up.
2011, but don't remind me.
Okay. Right. So this is okay. So this is let's see.
Question 7.
Okay, this is a question about Messi. It's gonna. All right. This is
going to tag team with Ben because Ben knows about Messi more than me, but obviously he's not here.
No.
Messi wore the number 30 shirt at the start of his Barca career, and is now number 10. What other number did he wear for the club?
See, the thing is, though, Josh, I know Ben knows his answer as well. I know Ben does.
So that's question 7. That's question 7, if I'm correct.
Correct.
If it hadn't been for Rangers, he would never award the Barca 10. I'll tell you that for starters.
Also, shout out to Rangers for beating Real Madrid.
I know, that was such a good game as well. Friendly or no friendly, I'm still milking over Real Madrid fans.
I mean, while Celtic lose 6-2 to West Ham with a full team out. Right. Question number 8. Ronaldo had Portugal win the European Cup in what year? European Trophy, or Championship, whatever. You okay there, Stephen?
What was it?
It was still a really strong Real Madrid team. You know, they had some really good youngsters out, to be fair. So
they still had some of the senior
question
players
again,
like Isco as well. So I don't care.
It's on the screen.
At least know that one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about that.
If I get this wrong, I'm going to be furious.
I actually spoke too early, it's crazy. I spoke too early about doing so well, guys. I take it back, but yeah, hopefully it'll be easier now.
Into the Champions League. Sorry, Stephen.
Great.
In which season was the European Cup rebranded as the Champions League?
Oh, yes.
Cheers, mate.
This is just like well before I was born. And you, Josh, as well.
You're not allowed to say that.
Doug knows why I'll never get this question wrong because he's done it once on our quick before and it pissed me off.
Yeah. How are you, Josh? By the way.
Oh, very well. Doug goes back to work today, so I'm back to that busy schedule. But you know, as I said to you the other day, the grind never stops on YouTube.
It's been 25 degrees today, and I've been working inside since I think I was 10-2 today. Didn't get home until 4.
The weather's horrible today, man.
So yeah, the weather's just been terrible.
I was talking to Dan from Turf Moor. The show ended up running for like over an hour. We were talking that much about different things.
Decent.
Right. Is that question okay? I think. Yeah. Okay. We're checking to see if anyone gets this one right. Who is the only player to win the Champions League with 3 different clubs? This is question number 10.
Do you get a bonus point if you name all 3 clubs just for taking the piss?
No.
No.
Damn.
Reece, we want to beat you, remember, so no extra bonus points.
Those bonus points also apply to you guys.
You had a haircut, Reece?
Yeah, the other day, man.
Aye. Nice.
Thank you very much.
I've got to say, my age is going to help me. My age is going to help me in this quiz. Just put it out there, though. I'm not like 87 or all like that. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, you're only what 37.
Not drawing attention yet.
So 37 then.
Hey, now behave yourself.
Educational guess. I'm just guessing. Are you 37?
No.
40.
Okay.
No.
So
Hey, before you continue, just before he offends him.
on Thursday the 27th of February, Olympiacos beat Arsenal in the Emirates to knock them out of the Europa League. What minute did Olympiacos score their winner to send them through?
Stephen, you know that.
I was watching this with Cam as well,
Someone
Josh.
set me up here. Fuck me now.
Could you repeat that, Josh?
I'll come in and cheer myself up, not be more miserable.
Hold on a minute. I should know that because we were watching. Didn't we do a watch along for that?
No.
To be fair, I was watching that game and I was too busy laughing at Aubameyang missing an open goal bicycle kick.
That was the season before.
Josh, can you repeat that if you don't mind?
When he just took over.
Olympiacos beat Arsenal in the Europa League to knock them out at the Emirates. What minute did Olympiacos score their last minute winner?
Okay, I just wanted to hear it again. That's all.
It was extra time in that game, wasn't it?
You've just given everyone a clue there. You just gave everyone a clue. He had anything to do with wrong.
You have given everyone a clue, but to be fair, you're not wrong.
Oh.
And because I'm such a perfectionist, I'm just making sure all my writing's actually neat as fuck.
Okay, next question. On the 27th of January this season, Sheffield United travelled to Old Trafford and bet Manchester United. Who were the goal scorers at Old Trafford for Sheffield United?
Go fuck off.
Say this again.
Who scores Sheffield United's goals at Old Trafford when they bet them 2-1 this season?
I can remember the game. It's just the goal scorers is a very difficult one.
That was the worst Man United performance all season.
I didn't jump up cheering or anything.
That was worse than getting humped off Spurs. That was worse.
Was this question 12?
Yeah.
Correct.
Did United play a full strength team that day?
Yeah.
Of course they did. Of course they did. Is that even a question?
We did, yeah.
Well, that was the day. That was the day before McFred. It was Pogba and Matic in the pivot that day before McFred.
I think he was.
Christ!
Was that the
Henderson in goal?
Was that the first game that Sheffield United?
No,
won?
De Gea was.
Oh, sorry, was I? It was, yeah. Sorry. People were saying, "Oh, get Henderson in goal now," even though he had a howler like in the first game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I've got one of them, but it's the second name that's. You just want the Sheffield United players, aye?
Yes, not the United goal scorer, but Sheffield United.
That's fine.
I know.
13.
Yep. Okay. So back in the days of golden goal, the Euro 2000 final between France and Italy was decided by golden goal. Which player scored it?
What's golden goal again? I'm too young.
Whoever scores wins. First to score wins, basically.
Yeah, I'm joking.
I hope so, because I think you'd be very
Christ. Too young. Yeah, right.
Can we all just agree if you remember it, this goal was a peach?
Could you repeat the question again, quickly, Josh?
On screen. Right. We have a true or false question. All right, so all you have to do is write true or false on this. The phrase "park the bus" arose when Jose Mourinho was forced to park the Chelsea team bus after the Chelsea driver fell ill.
I'm sorry, but that's just making me laugh.
Jesus
That
Christ.
question central. Josh, you really are a strange one with your quizzes, man. But why I enjoy them?
It's no point. It's keep you telling your feet, right? I'm not. Right, next one is again true or false.
Mm-hmm.
Former Brazil and Barcelona star Ronaldinho spent time in prison after being found to have used a fake passport. True or false? It's obviously then Harry Maguire scored in that Sheffield United game. Just anyone who's curious.
Yes, scored. Nothing good.
Okay, next question. In Arsenal's unbeaten season, when they won the Invisibles, how many games did they win and how many games did they draw?
I like how the fact you called them Invisibles because that's pretty much what they were. Invisible.
Hey, what does anyone else do in that season?
To be fair, mate, no one really cares.
Yeah, to be honest, I would have rather won the Champions League that season, to be honest. I'm not one of those that won a gold trophy.
To be fair, there's one thing I hold you for about that unbeaten season is you said you would rather have lost the Man United game when Van Nistelrooy missed his penalty. You said you'd rather have lost that game to win the Champions League. So at least I can hold you to a bit of respect.
On the Champions League rather than an unbeaten season.
Champions League over a gold Premier League trophy. That's all I'm saying.
Chelsea 5 times. I would have watched. If we lost them in the league, I'd rather done that and then beat them in the Champions League because we would have cruised to the final then.
Mm-hmm.
In the same season, Arsenal went to the went invisible. How far did they get through? How far did they get in the FA Cup that year too?
Ooh, it was all in the same week as well.
Yep. Remind me, Stephen, who beat Arsenal in the FA Cup that season?
Yeah.
It was a Villa Park, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, I know exactly who it was.
I just like the fact that who the same team beat in the final. That's what made it even better. 3-0 smashing in Millwall.
Yeah.
Fucking hate Millwall.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Yeah, we can all agree on that, can't we?
To just be honest, I think that I'm surprised that club is allowed to exist.
Are you not putting the questions up on the screen, Josh?
Unfortunately, my computer's being too. It's just being really sluggy. Yeah, it happens. It always happens. I've got StreamYard open.
So that was 17, mate. Fair enough for getting through this.
Yes, yeah, it's a question to 18. I'm trying to find someone very quickly. So just give me 2 seconds, please. There we go. That's what I'm looking for now. 2 seconds, please.
Just did the quiz on Chris's channel as well.
How'd you on?
You might be surprised.
Full score?
I'm top.
Good man.
Well done, Doug.
46.
Oh,
well, that, my friend, gives me an extra amount of motivation.
That's what I'm looking for there.
Nah, fair play to you, because I've seen a few of the quizzes like him. Craig gives you proper no-nonsense questions, like solid
I got
stuff.
4 out of 5 in the Leicester City questions, which actually helped my score. Because there were 5 points each. I got 1 question wrong in that.
They're all going to be the same question, like different questions, though. Surely the Leicester ones. The Leicester ones.
Yeah.
So which one did you get wrong?
The next one is a Leicester City question. What game were Leicester officially crowned champions of the Premier League?
If anybody doesn't get this, then just give up.
Repeat the question first again.
I could.
What game did Leicester officially win the Premier League?
I've got a story about this game.
Can we all agree that the
say,
best part
yeah.
of that game was Vardy? Keep going, Tom. I'm just saying, like the good bit about that whole moment is Vardy.
Yeah,
Nothing
no,
else.
yeah, it was
But
unbelievable.
on you go, what do you say?
Okay.
I want to hear the story.
Sorry,
Okay.
can you repeat that again? Sorry.
So what game did Leicester officially become? What was Leicester's last game before they were crowned champions? So they were crowned This was their final game before they were crowned champions of the Premier League.
Oh,
No, so you're changing
Leicester's
up
finals
for goodness
game.
sake.
Oh,
That's what I mean. That's
Oh,
what I mean.
right. So it's not-
okay, that's a different
He's
question.
changing up the question now. He's
Yeah.
properly
Right, so it's
That's
not. It's not
Yeah,
the.
whoa.
It's not the game that won them then.
No, it's the game. It's the final game Leicester played before they were crowned. champions.
Okay.
Oh,
I
No one knows
now
that.
no longer have a story for this game. I now
You
no longer have a story.
proper mindfuck. Right,
Yeah.
okay. Now I've got to change my answer.
So,
Doug,
Yeah, I have to
Doug,
change my answer as well. Jesus
Doug, you did
Christ.
well in the quiz earlier, according to Yeti Boy.
Right,
Yeah,
okay,
thank you.
So,
yeah,
so
that was a good
basically-
quiz actually.
so basically, we don't choose the draw that was absolute chaos. We've got to choose Leicester's last official game.
yeah.
Lovely.
My dad went to that game, and I was supposed to go to that game, but I had a bloody GCSE English lit the next day, so apparently I couldn't go, which was absolutely infuriating. I had a ticket for it and everything. Cheers, Doug.
You're welcome.
Take it as a hint.
Bro, that game would have been amazing.
On the 30th of December 2017, Chelsea beat Stoke City 5-0 at Stamford Bridge. 2 players scored their debut goals for Chelsea. Who were they?
I know one of them. I can't remember the second.
What year?
2017.
Oh, who was the second one though?
So
This
basically,
can you repeat the date?
The 30th of December 2017.
in which 2 players were getting their first Chelsea games scored?
No, it is just their first goal in general. Their first,
Just
first-
their first goal. Okay.
I think I've got
Name
one
those.
of them.
So just name those 2 players.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just trying to think.
I think I got those 2.
Was that the season he's played under Sarri?
No, Conte.
No,
Conte, right? Okay, that's fine then. So that means I can go for.
I think I know both of them, and I think I know one of them that Josh has criticised constantly.
I criticise a lot. I criticise.
That changes my answer. Thank you, Doug.
Yeah.
I criticize a lot of players.
You don't
Don't we know it, mate? Don't we know it?
Right, and the final question is: in the World Cup final between Germany and Argentina, when Lucky Lau won the World Cup final with Germany, who was his number 2 assistant?
I have not got this answer.
Can you say that again? Can you say that again, sorry?
Who was Lucky Lau's assistant in the World Cup final against Argentina when they won the World Cup?
Oh. Yes.
That question's fallen into Reese's lap, isn't it?
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
You were the best bit about that final.
If
You
he
were the
wins
best
1
bit
point,
about
I'll be
final.
furious.
Right.
You were the best bit about that
And then-
finalist, though. I was watching the game in a pub on holiday, and I was surrounded. I was wearing a Germany shirt with the man that scored the goal, by the way, surrounded by Argentina fans.
I was
They all bought me a
asked.
drink afterwards.
I was asked special on a special request from a big fan of Doug's channel. He said to say the name of the person after to ask this question. So this is just a bonus question since it was requested. Askly, what is the nickname of Borussia Mönchengladbach?
So this is a bonus question.
Yeah,
Sweet. I like it.
I was asking a fan
Is
of
it
dogs. Yeah,
I
because
think
dog.
I think it's the Munchie backs in it, something like that.
Doug, I know this, but I know Doug knows this.
I have no idea.
Is this worth a point, or is it just a bonus question?
It's worth a point. It's worth a point. It's a
What?
bonus question because it was requested. It was requested by a fan. He can't say no to the viewers.
To be fair, it is a really cool nickname. I want to know the story about it, so I need to actually look into it. 'Cause I like the nickname.
Doug, are you thinking, or have you wrote down your answer?
I'm thinking. At least this doesn't count, though, eh?
It's a bonus point, mate. Oh, it counts. So we've got 21 questions then.
Correct.
Lovely.
Listen, I've got all my answers written down here, so we don't have any mistake like the Golden Show. So I can just
I'm just looking forward.
Can I get this right though? You put more effort into your own show than mine, right?
Yeah. I'm just thinking you're more organised. Learning from mistakes, Tom. Learning from mistakes.
There's one.
I've not been bloody
question
invited yet on your Golden Show.
Because
hey, that's not my fault, by the way. I've brought this up many times, Doug.
Do you not work Thursday nights? That's where you work for. You don't work Thursday nights.
Aye, but
just give him a time and he'll pop
Did you just say Thursday?
Yeah,
Thursday night. Yeah.
Actually, I'm not working Thursday. I'm not working Thursday.
Well, you can come on the Golden.
Oh, Josh is on the next one.
You can come.
All I want to know is when we get to question 4, I want Talk to see if he actually was on my wavelength.
Yes.
Since he claims he got this off me, I want to hear his answer.
Yeah, come on, let's have it, son.
Right, come on, Josh.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right, so quick. So answer to question number 1 was Petacek.
Yep, that's correct.
Yes.
I think I know the next one.
How did you not think I was going to get that question wrong? You said that at the start. Like, why?
This,
I think I've got.
this was a guess.
Josh.
I think I've got the exact date as well.
Can you not? Maybe you should ask us all individually to give you the answer, because we could easily lie, couldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, that's fine. So, when was Michael Arteta became Arsenal manager for Stephen? He was officially hired on the 20th of December 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wrote down.
Put the
I wrote down
19th of
January.
December.
19th of December.
I put the 19th. Oh my god.
Okay,
next
right.
one.
So,
If anybody gets this next one wrong, then I'm just
okay, so I'm going to. I'm also asking you. I will start asking you individually. I just said. Okay, so for question number 3, Reece, who was it?
Question 3, Alan Shearer.
Yeah. Talk.
Yeah, Alan Shearer.
RCBian.
Who's fucking doing
Tom.
Shearer.
Owen.
Emil Heskey. No, Alan Shearer.
Connor.
Alan Shearer.
Doug.
Alan Shearer.
And Stephen.
Alan Shearer.
Can you ask me this next one first, Josh? Ask me this next one first.
Question number 4. Go ahead, Talk. Go ahead. Let's see.
Question number 4, I believe, with the help of Reece, was Miroslav Klose.
Reece.
Go on, Reece.
RCBian.
Yes,
it is Miroslav
closer.
Klose.
It is closer, yeah.
Tom.
Miroslav Klose.
Owen.
I did not get it. I guessed Gerd Muller. So wasn't he the old one? I don't know. Did Klose
The original record was Ronaldo.
I wrote down close, and then brackets Germany.
Doug.
Miroslav Klose.
Stephen.
Miroslav Klose.
Yep, you're all correct.
I'm looking for this is the one I was thinking of because I think I got potentially off 3, but I'm worried.
Question number 5 about the 2026 World Cup.
First, yeah.
Right, so Reece.
Okay.
I have USA, Mexico, and Canada.
Correct.
Talk.
Yep, same. Canada.
Right, you're Tom.
Me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, completely wrong.
Okay, Owen.
Greenland, Guernsey, and Mongolia.
Mine was one like that. As you said that one as well, mine was Norway, Switzerland, Netherlands.
Yeah, hello Neil. Thank you for coming in. Connor?
I wrote down Germany, and I was just like, it might.
Fuck it, I'll do.
Yeah.
Do you get points for each one?
Mexico, Canada, and USA.
Steven?
Yes.
I put down USA, and since you said 3, so I thought you put the next 2 countries under them. One on here, one above it, one underneath. So Canada, and Mexico.
Yeah. That's USA, Canada, Mexico is correct. Yeah.
How are you doing? Is that a point for each, or you have to name 3 countries to get 1 point?
Point for each.
Right, that's fine.
No, I am half Canadian, so I thought I'll be the only one who'll get.
North Korea, Cuba, and Iraq.
I hate this next question. I'm not looking forward to the next one.
Okay, right. So
I know this.
Liverpool,
I know this as well.
Liverpool away to Hoffenheim. Reece, who was the scores and what was the score?
It's a club I fucking hate, so it's just a random guess. I said 3-1 Liverpool, and I said Trent, Origi, and Lovren. I put Serge Gnabry scored. Fuck knows, it's a club I hate.
No, it was 2-1, and it was Trent Alexander-Arnold. And there was an own goal by Nordvik.
RCBian.
I went for 3-0, but I don't know if Salah had joined till then, but I wrote Salah getting a hat-trick.
Tom?
I completely guess again. I said 2-0 Liverpool, Wijnaldum and Firmino.
Owen?
Yeah, I can't remember. I put 2-1, Firmino, Coutinho, and Gerd Müller for the German side.
Jesus Christ.
I wrote down 2-1. Trent free kick and own goal, but should have been James Milner's.
Doug?
Right, so it was Hoffenheim 1, Liverpool 2. The goal scorers were Trent Alexander-Arnold from a free kick. The own goal was by Havard Nordveld, and the scorer for Hoffenheim was Mark Uth.
And Stephen Featley?
I'm not
To be fair,
I
I'm not getting
didn't watch that.
We're probably Porto Marina scored a hat-trick, but yes, Doug has summed it up perfectly. 2-1.
You asked the Liverpool game about that. I'm never
So
getting it.
if you got 2-1, you get a point. If you got Trent and the own goal, you get a point for one of each. So it's
So at least I got a point for saying Trent. That's okay.
yes, a point for Trent. That's correct.
That clown has saved me a point. That'll do.
Look, you better be beating Reece already.
Clown.
Right, number 17. What have we got?
19.
You mean question 7?
Oh, seven.
The answer is number 19.
So, talk.
Sorry, can you just ask that question again? Because I put down.
Question for 7 was Messi wore the number 30 on his debut for Barcelona, and he wore the number 10. What other number has he worn? I put number 19.
Yeah. All right. Yes. Yeah. I thought you wanted to know all of them. So I've got 10, 19, and 30. So that's why I was a bit confused there. I'm thinking,
RC, what do you say?
16 is what I wrote. I don't know if it's
16. Tom?
I put 20, scribbled out and put 19, thankfully.
Owen?
I put 11.
Connor?
I put 19.
Doug?
19.
Stephen?
19.
Yep, 19 is correct.
The only reason I know that's because he wore it at Ibrox.
I'm just going to say number 8, 2016, to get everyone got that.
Yeah. This is an interesting one. This next question.
When did the Champions League get rebranded, Reece?
It was the year that the Premier League was also founded. It was the 92-93 season.
Talk.
And the Bastards won it.
Yeah, does it? I've just put 1992. Does that count?
No.
Yeah, because it was when it started, wasn't it? So that was 92,
That's when it
93.
started. Yeah,
So technically it still
That's
counts,
what I
yeah.
put.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, still counts.
RC, what did you say?
It's a 1995.
Tom?
Ooh.
I put 1984.
Connor, sorry.
I put 92.
Yes.
Doug?
1992-93 season.
Stephen?
1996, I thought.
Oh, Stephen, are you what?
I absolutely despise that first Champions League season.
You let me down there.
Question number 10.
Oh, 1 second. What was the answer, by the way?
Number 9. 1992-93.
Question number 10 was an absolutely amazing player. Clarence.
Reece, we'll start with you.
Clarence Seedorf.
Talk.
Clarence Seedorf.
RCBian.
Clarence Seedorf.
Tom.
Ibrahimovic.
Owen.
Yeah, Clarence Seedorf. Great player, great name.
Connor.
Yeah.
I didn't write an answer. I didn't know.
Doug.
Clarence Seedorf.
Stephen.
Seedorf.
Seedorf, okay. But question number, the answer is Seedorf. Question 11.
I had no idea. I couldn't remember. So I've just said 29th minute of extra time.
29th minute of extra time. Reece.
I also went for the 119th minute, which equates to 29th minute in extra time.
RC.
I wrote 110th minute.
Tom.
117th.
Owen.
119th.
Connor.
I wrote down 119th.
Connor. Sorry, Doug.
Is there two corners? 119.
Stephen.
119th was the last kick of the ball.
119th
And it
is
was the
correct.
absolute best moment of the night.
Is that the correct answer then?
Yes, 119th is correct.
Oh,
Or 29th
well.
minute of extra time, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Number 12, he scored the goals for Sheffield United at Old Trafford. Reece.
McGoldrick and Lundstrom.
Talk.
Oh, I got one.
I couldn't remember. I just could not remember because I was so angry about that game. I couldn't.
One of them I knew one of them was in my head, that's why.
RCV.
I
It was
went
such
with
a shit performance.
Lundstrom and Goldrick. Same as Reece.
Tom.
Berger, McGoldrick.
Owen.
Yeah, I put Fleck and McGoldrick.
Connor.
I didn't know, so I put who cares, Man United lost.
because you're shaking your head, Doug, I'm going to come to you last. Stephen.
Yeah, I put McGoldrick and no one else.
Go, Doug. What do you think?
You're all wrong. Keane Bryan and Oliver Burke scored for Sheffield United. Harry Maguire scored for Manchester United.
Doug is correct. Doug is 100% correct, yes.
Oh my god.
Question number 13.
I remember that.
Question number 13. Reece.
Trezeguet.
Yep, David Trezeguet volley.
David Trezeguet.
Okay, David Trezeguet then.
Left foot volley.
Right, question number 14, the true or false about Jose Mourinho's bus. Is it true or false, Reece?
False.
True.
False.
Right, what a tie, Reece.
False. I really couldn't care less.
Talk.
It's got to be false.
RC.
You're asking about Jose Mourinho one, right?
Tom.
No, I'm asking. I'm asking you. Which one are you asking for? The Jose Mourinho one or
Jose
the?
Mourinho one, yeah.
About the bus.
Okay, that's false.
Tom. Owen.
False.
Connor.
False.
Doug.
False.
Stephen.
False. I wouldn't trust him to park a bus.
Yes, it is false. Number 15 about Ronaldinho. True or false?
Now, this is an interesting one because I know that he did something happen. So I'm trying to cast my mind back. And I know he did something happen with the law and all the rest of it. So on that basis, I put true.
True, okay. Does everyone say true or anyone say false?
True.
The answer is true. Right, Arsenal's invincible, Stephen. How many wins and draws? We'll go with the Arsenal fan, Stephen.
26
wins and 12 draws and no losses.
Yes.
Yes. All right, we all know the most important game though is game number 50.
Yeah, that was that season.
Yeah,
I was 3 years old. I can't believe I knew that.
I've got exactly the same as.
You had your chance to end it in August, but
It's true. We did.
Owen, did you get it right?
As usual, no. I got 25 wins and 13 draws. So there you go.
We'll give you half a point for that.
That's very generous. Thank you very much.
Is it 1 point?
One result out.
One point for both altogether.
Alright, sweet.
Connor, did you get it right?
Yeah, I got it right.
One.
26 wins and 12 draws.
Yeah.
Okay. So how far did Arsenal get through in the FA Cup that year, Stephen?
semi-final. Lost to Man
Doug?
United 1-0.
Semi-finals.
Connor?
Semi-finals.
Owen, did you get it right?
I think I did. Yeah. Was that Ryan Giggs' goal? Was that the one with his chest wig? Or was that a different semi-final?
That was 98.
That was 98, 99.
Okay, excuse me. But yeah, I did write the semi-final.
That was a beautiful season.
Was that Paul Scholes that scored that day?
Bingo.
Gee.
Yeah. Paul
Question
Scholes. Yep.
Question 18.
Who are you?
Go ahead,
You're asking.
Chelsea?
Tottenham Chelsea. It was a Tottenham Chelsea game.
That's
He didn't
that's
even
the
think
question. That's what he was asking.
he went back and changed his
That's what he
words. He
was
said,
asking.
name the Leicester game.
Oh,
The
what?
last game they
Yeah.
played before that.
I
Yeah.
mean Leicester Chelsea.
Oh, shit. Oh, I can't remember.
Man
Reece,
United,
what did you
Leicester.
put?
I put Leicester versus Chelsea.
Same here.
I put Chelsea, but
Oh, actually, it was. Yeah, it was.
The annoying
wasn't
thing
it?
is, it was Leicester's last game, so I could
said-
barely remember that season. I was
I
too
said
busy
Leicester.
concentrating on that.
I said Leicester Crystal Palace.
I think
I'm wrong.
I could be wrong, but I think Leicester City won 3-1. I think it was against Everton.
Oh, of course they did.
I thought it was Leicester.
To be
Man-
fair, I can barely. I was
Who
too
was
busy,
it?
not interested.
I thought it was Leicester Man United.
Josh, stop teasing us. Who was it?
Hurry up,
no.
bitch.
Right, so let's see. I had something else down. So give me two
Oh,
seconds.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
To be fair, I was
Uh,
actually kidding you. I didn't have Leicester Chelsea. I had Leicester Newcastle. I can barely remember that season.
The final game was a 1-1 draw with Chelsea at the Bridge.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, even though I said the
Get
right
in.
answer, I wrote down Newcastle. That's embarrassing.
So you got the wrong answer, Reece. Is that
Even though I
correct?
said it out loud, yes, I wrote Leicester Newcastle.
Nice one, mate.
Number 19, Chelsea's debut goal scorers. Who were they? Reece,
What nice.
I put Loftus Cheek and Danny Drinkwater.
talk.
I couldn't remember, mate.
It's a shit Chelsea team, so I can't remember.
RC, do you remember who our goal scorers were?
You know what? I don't remember, but I went for Zappacosta and Loftus-Cheek.
Tom?
I went for Zappacosta, and I know this is wrong, and now I think it wouldn't have been Loftus-Cheek. I think it was Bakayoko, but I think that was before.
Owen?
Was Pulisic one of them?
was it Oliver Burke and that other guy from Sheffield United?
Connor?
No idea.
I had absolutely no idea, so I
I
put
love the
Morata
way he
and
puts
Marcus
it.
Alonso.
Doug?
Danny Drinkwater and David Sabacosta.
To
Stephen?
be fair, they said both players slagged off, so I wouldn't be
thought
surprised if it was both of them.
Yeah.
One of them was Danny Drinkwater.
Okay, who was the other one?
Bakayoko.
Oh yes, I got Bakayoko right. Thank God.
Saber Costa's debut goal was against Quarabag when he scored the absolute worldie.
Well, at least I got one of
It was
them.
a cross. It was not like everyone bangs on about the goal. It was a cross.
Yeah, carry a bag. Yeah.
It was a cross. It was a cross.
Right.
Do I carry a bag?
Owen puts things like, it's a Owen Burke.
Right, Josh, I want to go last on this question since you've done the same for Stephen on his Invincibles. I want to hear some
Right.
knowledge.
Who was Yaki Lowe's number 2 at the World Cup? They won it. The year they won it. Stephen?
Flick.
Doug?
Yeah, I said Hansi Flick.
Connor?
I put Flick.
Owen?
Jurgen Klinsmann? No idea.
Tom?
Put a line.
RC? RC, what about you?
Yeah, I wrote Hansi Flick.
Talk?
Well, that was the only obvious one I could go for because he's now being touted as the next.
That is correct. Hammersley Flick was the number 2 to Lucky Lowe during the year they won the World Cup.
He was assistant manager from 2010 to 2014.
Let's have a look at his score. Right.
Just remember, we go.
We're not done yet. We've got one more question.
We have one more. We have the Bunzeliga. I'm not going to try and pronounce this name. I'm simply just going to put it up on the screen.
I can get it for you. It's okay.
All right. So the name for the making for glass fat glass.
Yep. The Foles.
Yeah.
Die Folem.
Didn't know that. No chance.
All right. So round up your scores and then. Just give us a wee thumbs up when you're finding them up, and I'll ask you all at once.
I've got mine ready. Josh.
ready.
I'm proud.
What's this out of?
I put the last two ones.
It should be
It's at 21.
21.
No, it's not.
Not be R21 because you get certain marks for other.
Oh, that part. It's not 21, isn't it, Josh?
No, it's not
Get
21.
extra marks for others.
Yeah, it's not 21.
What? Well, anyway.
27. It's out of 27.
I go 27, yeah.
Yeah, I think question 5 you can get 3 points for. Question 6 you can get 3 points for. Question 12 you can get 2 points for. Or was it 1 point?
I've got my
question
score,
12
Josh.
is 2 points for each one.
Yeah, so that's what it's at. And question 19, 2 points.
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't get that one, did I? Fuck. All right. Well, I've got 18, Josh. I've got 18.
Right, talk to the 18, Stephen.
17.
17, Doug.
Hang on. Come back to me.
So Stephen, you have a bit of talk, are you?
I just want to be in.
Connor.
I got 19.
Owen.
A mighty 12 and a half.
Tom.
I think this is my last place right here with 12.
RC.
Well, I thought I did brilliantly, but I am not actually. I've got 16.
That's respectable. Talk. I talk you said Reece.
23.
Oh. Yes.
24.
Reece lost, yay!
What'd you get?
24 out of 27.
Not bad,
Doug.
not bad.
Well done, Doug.
Fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you.
Did you all enjoy that?
Very much
Oh,
so.
that was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you.
All right,
Really
so moving on to the second stage. This one is going to be a tiny bit easier, but quite hard at the same time. So since we
You're talking shit.
have 2 Manchester United fans, 2 Chelsea fans, 3 Liverpool fans, and 1 Arsenal fan, I'm going to one to give you like a bit of a breather, and 2, you're going to be split into your fan bases. So Connor, Doug, and Owen, you're going to be together. RC and Tom, you're going to be together. Stephen, I will give you a tiny bit of help, but I can't really question. Talkin, Reece, these 2 will be partners. We're going to be asking you a very simple question to what I asked Tom on the Golden Shoot. So I will be asking you. I'll be asking Connor, Doug, and Owen. Just so you guys can start potentially thinking, the year that you won the Champions League when you bet Spurs in the final, you're going to tell me the group stage that you had to get through and all your knockout games leading up to the final.
No problem.
All right, so I'll be leaving just the Liverpool fans on screen while the rest of you get a bit of a breather to do whatever you do. So Stephen, you'll be back soon. Reece has got a curious face on him. Tom, you're my boss, but tough, you're going away. Talk, you'll be back soon, and RC, you'll be back in a minute. So you three are free to. This is not a one-on-one. You're free to communicate, talk away, bounce ideas. This is a more of a team challenge than an individual one. So talk away. You have 5 minutes to.
Wow.
5 minutes to walk away.
Should we work back to front or forwards?
Let's go from the chronologically from the group stages forwards, right? Because I watched the documentary European Royalty yesterday on LFC TV, so this is quite a good because it's all about that season. So this is quite a good question for me. So the group stage, we had Napoli, PSG.
Yeah, PSG, Napoli, and
I watched it yesterday, but doesn't mean I can remember.
It was the Serbian team, wasn't it? That we
Red
lost.
Star.
Oh,
Red Star Belgrade.
Well done.
Yeah,
well done,
Belgrade.
Yeah, excellent. And then in the next round,
We obviously played Barca in the semis. We all know that.
Porto.
FC Porto, yeah. FC Porto, that was 5-0, wasn't it? It was 5-0.
Yeah, unbelievable. Naby Keita was amazing in that match.
And then I think, was it Bayern Munich after that?
Yeah, Bayern Munich, Bayern, and then Barca.
Barcelona, and then Leicester in the final.
Spurs in the final.
Oh, yes.
Was it Leicester Champions League?
One day. Monday.
Yeah.
So we've lost our host, and we seem to have done the question in
Josh, we're done.
about a minute.
Well, I was cracking out. I thought it was.
There you go.
That's a bit disappointing. Yeah, that's slightly disappointing. Yeah. So you had PSG finished top of the group. Liverpool finished second in the group. Napoli third. Red Star Belgrade finished fourth. Obviously, you lost to them in Red Star. Yeah, you lost to them in Red Star. Then in the knockout stages, once my computer scrolls down. So you bet Bayern Munich 3-1 in aggregate. You drew 0-2 of them in Munich, beating them 3-1 at Anfield. No, sorry, all the way around. You drew 0-2 of them at Anfield, and you bet them 3-1 at Munich. You hammered Porto over 2 games, 6-1. You bet you also had the amazing comeback against Barcelona, and then what was the score in the final against Spurs?
2-0.
2-0.
I'm going to get the Chelsea fans next, but I'm going to find a harder one for you guys, because I was hoping you'd struggle with that. So we will bring the Liverpool fans back. Everyone give them a boo for making that too easy. Boo. All right, so we're bringing the Chelsea fans. We're going to bring in Mr. Tom and RCBian. You three Liverpool fans piss off because you made that too easy.
You can boo us for being good. We're used to it.
Oh, hello.
Sorry. That's the wrong button. Sorry, Connor. That's my fault. Right. Okay. So Chelsea fans, I'm not going to take part in this because obviously I have the answers to it. I'll be.
Oh no.
I'd be a bit Chelsea biased if I was, wouldn't it?
And that's an issue because.
Okay, so the question, so the year that we won the Europa League under Maurizio Sarri, what was the group stage and all the knockout games leading up to the final against the Everton? So good luck.
Man, that's like, I think the ardent Chelsea fan will not get that, in my opinion. But anyway, I do remember, Tom, that I think one of the team was definitely Frankfurt somewhere. That we
I think we beat Frankfurt in the quarters or the semis.
Yeah, it was basically a close game over two. Basically, I think it was 5-4 or something like that. A high scoring game for sure.
Obviously,
you're right.
Obviously, we beat Benfica in the final.
Oh yes, of course. And it was I think Slavia Prague. We I think David Luiz scored that.
Remember, this is the season under Maurizio Sarri, not under Rafa Benitez. It's under Sarri, not Benitez. It was the one. It's the one on back. The final on back.
Oh yeah, sorry. So for Arsenal in the final, I got confused.
Sorry,
as well.
Stephen, but haha.
But yes, I think Slavia Prague was still there. I remember David Luiz scoring that goal. I don't know whether it was 2017. No. I think Slavia Prague was there. I'm probably noting it down. But
that was.
This is tough one, man. I don't know. Like
I can remember if he'd asked us the goal scorers, that'd been fine.
See, as in again, like I think group stages. Well, this was the group stages. I have no idea. Like, to be very honest.
So this was Sarri. This was just after the Conte season, and I think. Did we get knocked out the Champions League into the Europe?
No. So that happened in the earlier win in 2013, but in 2017, definitely, it was because we came 10th. I don't want to kind of repeat that much, but yeah, previous season.
The Mourinho one.
Exactly, and then we played. No, I got that wrong. Sorry, 2018 Conte season. Obviously, we came 5th and we came the Europa League, and then 2019 under Sarri, I cannot remember who we played. Like I was going through all the Champions League stats.
We played Olympiacos in the group stage.
I doubt it, mate. I have no idea. Like, to be honest, like I do remember. I'll go for Slavia Prague and Frankfurt definitely.
Frankfurt was quarters, I think.
Yeah, Frankfurt is for sure. And Slavia Prague, oh my God, we're probably not getting it. But
I'm trying to think of Europa League. I'm trying to think of Europa League teams like Valencia,
maybe
kind of those kind of teams,
or maybe Russian teams, as in CSKA Moscow.
The one with the blue writing.
The Zenit. Yeah, I think you're right. Zenit St. Petersburg probably is one of them.
Yeah.
I will go for Zenit.
Zenit, yeah.
We're just making calculated guesses here, to be honest.
This is a complete, yeah, we literally go through teams that play in the Europa League often.
Group stages, I wasn't very excited to watch it, to be very honest, because that's not where we belong. But
I would have watched it, but it was my first year at university, so my memory of that year is quite foggy as it is, let alone to do with Chelsea.
Is there a time limit to this?
I don't know. I think it's whenever Josh feels.
I'm trying to remember the goal scorers, as in.
Well, I can remember the final goal scorers.
Oh yeah, of course. Final is something that we can just go on talking about. I think that's a great match to be talking
2
about.
minutes left.
Wow, we actually have time. So let's get going.
What was our team? Well, Loftus-Cheek was playing on the left with Emerson and Hazard often. Who would they have faced? Jorginho was first season. Zappacosta. Would Zappacosta have been? No, that was no.
Oh yeah, he was playing that season. He was on the
playing, that wasn't his debut season.
Yeah, that wasn't his debut season. That was the second season. But I'm trying to remember the goals. If you can recall, I know that Hudson-Odoi scored off his left foot. Against whom was that?
Hudson-Odoi had a really good group stage, didn't he?
And then Loftus-Cheek scored that worldie of a goal. Like I do remember the goals, but I don't remember the opponent for some reason.
Hudson-Odoi had a really good group stage, but I can't remember who he faced. Because Giroud got the most goals in the Europa League that season as well.
Okay, let's do one thing. We probably have just a minute left, I'm guessing, just over a minute. So we'll go with traditional teams which qualify for Europa League group stage. So maybe group stage, let's put one. I think Zenit is definitely one team that I'm putting.
Villarreal?
I doubt it. From Spain, did we play Villarreal?
Because we must have played a Spanish team at some point.
Oh yes, but I somehow I don't remember Villarreal in us. It was
Sevilla, Villarreal, something along those vein maybe.
Yeah, Sevilla is strong in the Europa League. We probably would have met them sometime, so we'll go with that. So we've gone 5 teams till now. Is it a time up? Oh my god!
Yep. Okay, so. The Chelsea group stage, Chelsea were in Group L, which obviously wasn't an L for us by the end of the campaign. Chelsea finished top of the group on 16 points, 5 wins, 1 draw. Bati Borisov was in second. Fidi was in third, and Pak was in fourth. All right, yeah.
This is exactly why it's a team one and why there's no points for it, because it is a bit mean. So the round of 32, Chelsea bet Mambo, the Sweden team. Then we bet Dynamo Kiev 8-0 on aggregate. Then we bet. Then we
popped off as well.
We bet Slovakia Prague when they nearly pulled off the insane comeback.
Okay, we got Slavia Prague.
And then in the semi-finals, we bet Frankfurt on penalties. So
we got the last 3.
And Arsenal obviously was the final. So, well, that's fair enough. The group stages are impossible. I'll give you that. So Chelsea are completed. So we're going to bring in Manchester. We're going to bring in the Manchester club now.
Sweet.
Okay.
What are you giving us then?
So, okay, just give me 2 seconds. I just get this on my screen. Okay. Now this may seem a bit easy. This may be a bit hard. I hope to God it's hard, but time will tell. 2 seconds. Just trying to get the answers up on my screen. It's not definitely what we're looking for. Okay, here we go. So, the 1999 final against Bayern Munich, what was your lineup and who were the substitutes? Discuss away.
Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking hell, Reece. Reece, you there? Oh, it's just me. You having a laugh?
Reece is having connection problems.
Reece, come on, man. Where are you? Right, hold on. So the lineup, right, let me just think now then, right. So the lineup was Schmeichel.
Are you going to YOLO it before with the race?
Where's Reece? Just give Reece a second. Just give him a minute. For fuck's sake, Reece! Don't let me down on this one, man. I can't do it on my own. Oh, jeez, Schmeichel. Right, I don't want to just start blurting names. I've got to think about this.
Emily according to our friend Owen, Emily Heskey is a potential candidate.
What?
No, because then Owen says Heskey.
Okay.
It was your team. Obviously, you're alone because Mr.
Is Reece let me down?
No, Reece is having connection problems, unfortunately.
Oh, right. Oh, okay then. All right. So I'm going to go Schmeichel. So it's Peter Schmeichel. Obviously, Gary Neville. Johnson. Yapstam. Yeah, Yapstam. Dennis Irwin. Blomqvist. Ryan Giggs. I've just got to get it right because I don't want to bring in the ones who the subs. Ryan Giggs. Andy Cole. Nicky Butt. And Dwight York.
Okay. Can you remember? Can you guess the subs?
The subs: Teddy Sheringham and I can only think of Sheringham because of the goal. And Solskjaer, for fuck's sake. Sheringham and Solskjaer. Fucking hell.
What was the question? My internet crash. What's the question?
Man United starting 11 in the Champions League final and then the substitutes.
All right, okay. Let's see. Starting 11, Schmeichel in goal. Let's see, Gary Neville, Ronnie Johnson, Yapstam, Dennis Irwin back four. Midfield, Jasper Blomqvist, Ryan Giggs, David Beckham, Nicky Butt up front, Andy Cole and Dwight York.
Before we read the team, unfortunately Tom has to leave. He's got to be on another channel. Tom, would you please do the honour on behalf of the Blue Podcast to shout out the amazing merch that is coming out?
So, as Josh knows, as my deputy, I know a lot of people know that now. This merch is going to be only on sale till was it Thursday? Am I right, Josh? Thursday,
yes.
So that's going to be out there. They've got some brand new stuff coming out. Obviously, please do check out the Blue Podcast. We are a community group channel. Josh is part of it as well. Connor, who couldn't make it on today, unfortunately, is also on it. Reece is featured on it. I'm sure Doug's going to be on the Golden Show very soon. I can't speak English for some reason. But yeah, no, thank you very much for having me on, Josh. Reece, well done for not winning. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you guys very soon.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tom, and I'll be in touch, of course.
So
I think I got that lineup like off the bat.
Yeah. All right, so the Manchester United lineup was the lineup was Schmeichel, Gary Neville, Irwin, Johnston, Stam, Beckham, Butt, Cole, Giggs, Blomqvist, York. The subs were Vander Groof, May, Shanaram, Phil Neville, Solskjaer, Brown, and Greenan.
To be fair, we never got to answer the subs because obviously Tom got in and then got a chance to put subs on.
I could only remember
talk to them, right? To be fair.
Sheringham and Solskjaer. That's all I can remember.
All right, so Stephen, I'm going to get since you've no fellow Arsenal fan, we'll go on to see we'll see if these guys will give you any help.
I don't mind helping them. Depends on the question though.
Unless he's going to
wait, and we've got nowhere else to go.
I'll help you by giving you slight nudges.
Okay.
What's the question?
Give me 2 seconds while I get it up.
going to use my phone for this.
There's one answer I can answer straight away correctly, and that is I am starving. Yes, I am.
I don't know. I've been and I've been sent a few questions by a few people on Twitter for certain individuals. Connor, for some reason, you're very popular. For the fact that people wanted to ask you some people wanted to ask you.
I bet it's Reese's dodgy account that is just angered that we got all of them right correct.
I don't have any dodgy accounts.
Okay, so just give me 2 seconds. Trying to find this is a bit difficult because Google wasn't as Google wasn't as active back in the day, if you know what I mean. So. Okay, so on the 11th of the 5th, 2003, when Arsenal won the World Invincibles, you went away to Sunderland and bet them 4-0. What was your lineup?
Ooh.
The Arsenal 11 when they went invincible.
In
that final game.
Ooh. Yeah, against Sunderland.
2004.
Well. 2003, you're saying?
You meant 4. He means 4. You mean 2004 because 2003 Man United won the league.
Yeah. So yeah. They only went invincible.
No, because our official run started. A 50 unbeaten run started in 03. So 2003.
So okay. So the last game.
The day you were confirmed champion, you won the league.
I typed in the wrong year. That's why. Sorry. It's your final game of the season that you won invincible. What was your lineup?
Final game of the season. So
yes, so the year you went invincible.
That would have been Leicester.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, it was Leicester because you won 2-1.
2-1.
Am I right in saying you also had a penalty that day as well?
Yeah, we had a penalty that day as well. Lehman in goal. Lauren, Cole. I know Keown came on at half at some point in the game because to give him his final cap because he had to get 10 caps to get a medal. So
back then that's what you had to do.
Yeah. So Campbell, Toure. I can't see any reason why they didn't change that. Vieira must have been playing. Because Vieira got the assist for the second. Lundberg, Perez, I think Gilberto, and then Bergkamp.
I'm just trying to think because obviously it was about 17 years ago and it was the last time Arsenal actually had a team that could win a league.
I know.
Most of the players you've said are pretty much who I was thinking of. Like the only other things I could have thought was.
I can't think of it. I don't know why he would change him.
The Premier League
bring Ray Parliament because maybe bring Ray Parliament to give him his caps, but.
The Premier League cap has as a 3-5-2. I don't know if that's true or not, but the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper was Jans Lehmann.
Yeah.
German goalkeeper. Then there was Lauren, Ashley Cole, Sol Campbell.
Yep.
Patrick Vieira.
Yep.
Gilberto Silva, Carlo Torre, Roberto Piers, and Freddie Lundberg.
Yep.
There's your 5, yeah.
And then Dennis Bornkamp and Thierry Henry.
There's your 2. So we did do a back 3. It did do a back 3 then. So we played Toure as part of the back 3.
No, Toure was centre back.
No, wait. No, they're trying to include Toure as a midfielder because his original position as midfielder is actually a centre back.
How kind of them.
We played a back 4 with.
You played a back 4 that actually worked.
We played,
and then the subs were Martin Owen, Edu, and Jose Antonio Rins. For the sake of it. Right, so to finish the podcast, I have questions. I got a lot of people. I got people to ask questions. to ask questions to you guys who are always on the panel. So Owen, you've got the first question. He says, have you ever decided about going onto the National Geographic YouTube channel and taking over from David Annenberg?
I'm well up for it. Yeah, if they're if they're looking for a nature, I could do the dramatic, and the crocodile is moving towards its prey. I can do that. I've been practicing for most of my life. So yeah, if anyone's got any jobs, let me know. Yeah.
If anyone has any questions, be free to put them into the chat too. Connor, this is an interesting what he says. I heard one of my friends said who watches you. He says you look like Robert. He says you look like Robert Page just with hair.
Right.
Who's Robert Page?
The Wales manager.
Oh right, okay.
That's just because I'm Welsh. Like I look more like friggin' the kid from Up with a beard. That's my comparison, but yeah, no, I don't look like him.
And then the second question, it says, what was more painful, watching Lovren trying to defend or watching Karius trying to be a goalkeeper?
That's a good question.
Both very difficult, but to be fair, Lovren had a good 6 months, especially in the Champions League run. So yeah, sadly Karius. I never have to watch that again with Alisson in goal.
There is a question for Doug. Unfortunately, it's disappeared somewhere. So I'll move on to you. He says, do you think Dan James has the potential to be the next Ronaldo?
That's a difficult one, but I'm just going to make it easy and say not a fucking chance. Not a chance. Never. Great question.
Stephen, were you ever Wenger out or Emery out?
Wenger out. And then
you were. So you've been Emery out, Arteta out, and
yes.
Stephen's just everybody out. Stephen's just everybody out of the fucking club. Close the club. Just fucking start again. Bollocks to it.
This is a question from one of Doug's fans. He said, Doug, first of all, I want to congratulate you on finally having an exception on a flat. I'm very happy for you and for your soon-to-be fiance. How did you and your fiance meet, and how long have you been together for?
We met on a Christian dating website, and our first date was at Prezzo's in Edinburgh, and we've been together for 5 years.
Whoa, well done. There you go.
Next question is, do you ever feel tempted to slap the bloody referees that you teach?
Yeah, I do teach referees. I was teaching one today, the head of VAR in France, and if anyone's going to snap anyone, it's going to be the VAR refs, right? But no, he's actually a really nice guy, and I've been learning a lot from these refs. I do think as fans, we're absolutely right to criticise the Premier League because they're freaking awful. But generally speaking, it is a really hard job. If you can, I did this as an experiment. If you can, anybody here, or anybody watching, make a note of all of the decisions that are actually quite subjective in a match. Watch a match from a referee's perspective and count how many decisions are actually subjective, and it's a lot more than you might think. So, of course, everybody's going to complain because they see the same situation in a different way. But it's great fun teaching all these football professionals and yeah.
Can I just say, me and talk to complaining to a ref to a whole new level.
RCBian, Thomas Tuchel confirmed today that the Kante, Zuma, Havertz, Further, Rudiger and Kovacic will unlikely feature in the pre-season game against Wolves on Tuesday. How excited are you to be able to see Danny Drinkwater, Ross Barkley and Tini Bakio go in the midfield for Chelsea?
It's the most exciting thing ever since we won the Champions League the first time. Trust me, seeing Danny Drinkwater command that midfield is something that I've been missing for years together, and that is what I've been waiting for as a Chelsea fan. And we'll probably not see it again, right? So why not enjoy that moment?
If he scores a goal,
Yeah.
be quite funny.
You want to give the real answer?
Talk. Would you rather have Grant go for a whole season, or would you rather be in that?
I think I'd rather put myself in, mate. I'll put myself in.
You could probably eat the football. That's how he's
I'll just you ain't scoring because the ball's just going in my gob and I'm scoffing it. I'll eat anything. I'll even eat the goalposts and the net, mate, and that's it. You get no goal to see your name at. I'll bite your legs off even. You get too close and I'm biting your legs off, mate.
Right, yeah, right. Reece, you're gonna hit this one. Would you rather see Celtic do the quad triple or have Neil Lennon as your manager?
Controversial.
Damn. Oh shit. He's having a think on that one.
Right. What's the quickest flight to Northern Ireland? So let's see. Is this as in Neil Lennon manager Rangers or Man United or just anyone in general?
Neil Lennon manager of Rangers.
The fucker wouldn't they get the job, put it that way. Well, to be fair, Celtic have already won the quadruple, just not in my lifetime, thank fuck. I would honestly... I'd rather hang myself. I physically can't answer that because one's disgusting and two is absolutely disgusting as well. So I refuse to answer that. I refuse to answer.
Connor, Owen, and Douglas. This is from someone in the Blue podcast. Well, what is the worst Liverpool player you've seen in your lifetime supporting them?
Paul Konchesky, Mario Balotelli.
Christian Poulsen as well.
But you guys are mere amateurs. You don't remember the glory of Istvan Kozma in the 1990s, a Hungarian player, centre back. I don't think he'd seen a football before.
Was he too busy trying to figure out circumference?
Yeah, he was trying to figure out the rules of the game in his one appearance. I think he might have played maybe 2 games. He did
more than some
before the internet, before YouTube, and you can actually watch players, and before like this is about 1993 when Graham Souness was in charge and pretty stressed out. And he just, I don't know, he was just, I think he used to pop some pills and I don't know.
I'll just say he's done more than what some of our signers have done.
The next one is for you, Stephen. Stephen, I just want to say, a big congratulations on how well you've been doing on your YouTube channel with the charity event. I have donated £200 to the charity that you follow and sponsor on your YouTube channel, and I will continue to support you and your channel and the organisation during your whole time of content creation. I've been a very big fan of you, so thank you for everything you've done. But I have to ask you a question that might put you into a state of depression. Is there a genuine chance Arsenal finish bottom half of the league under Mikel Arteta?
Please.
That's not even under depression, is it? I'm used to that now. Yeah.
I think depression's Arsenal getting relegated with Arteta retained as manager.
Josh, could you put in a private chat who that's from, please?
Yes, I'll be sending you the details afterwards. So let's just only that you got this 5 minutes ago.
I have a feeling who that is.
The fact that somebody asked me that question about Celtic winning the quadruple and then as a manager, they hate me that much.
You see how I'm being optimistic now because I've got my seat buckled up and gonna enjoy the roller coaster ride of Mikel Arteta.
Yes.
So you're going to be the lead judges then of the younger generation.
No. I'm just
Stephen.
Remember,
he's just going to sit back now and say, "Prove me wrong." You've got 10, 15 games. Prove me wrong. And if by the end of those 15 games we are seriously still struggling and everything else, then there's no. Then you go for gold, son. You can't give him like
he's already proved me right. So.
Well, yeah, but it means nothing. I mean, look at us with QPR. What does it mean? It means cock all. You know, QPR they had a good game, but at the end of the day, if we really want to win this Premier League, we'd slap them up. There's no problem in that.
Arsenal and Scottish clubs don't mix.
Doug, there's a spider on your shoulder, according to Mr. Ant.
No, there's not.
You got any more for me that isn't painful?
The next one is for you, Doug. How do you think Livingston will do coming up into the new Scottish League season?
It's going to be a very, very tricky season this season. There's been a lot of upheaval at the club. I think if you gave me 8th place right now, I think that would be a successful season. I don't think anyone's expecting us to get top 6. Look, it'd be nice to get a third top 6 place in a row, but for me, I just think we didn't end the season very well last season. So I'm going to say I think we'll get 8th.
Get the 8th, okay. The next one is for Connor. He said, this question starts off with, God, I'll be answering this. Would you rather swap out Allison for Rob Green or swap out Jordan Henderson for Bakayoko?
That's easy.
Is there a neither option?
There should be.
I was going to say the Jordan Henderson one because then we can just, put Bakayoko on the bench and never play him. That one I would say because I can't see Rob Green handling a high line of Liverpool.
I hope Chelsea's listening.
RCBian, do you trust Kepa Arrizabalaga to be the goalkeeper during the month of January when Mendy's away on the Africa Cup of Nations?
Well, if you had asked me 6 months ago, I would have told definitely not. I would have kept better than him. But the way the last 6 months have gone, I would like to say I am confident now that the guy is a player who kind of builds on confidence, right? And he's done pretty well. It really depends on how he does in the cup games in the next few months. But as of now, I think I am quite confident that yes, he can back up for that 1 month. Albeit we have crazy games that month, I know. But I would like to trust my players. That's how I am.
Talk, are you still here? The answer is no.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, okay. He says, I see you're a Manchester United fan. Are you so short in or out?
Oh, definitely in, mate. Definitely in. I mean, mate, look what's happened since he's come in compared to the previous managers. It's been a slow process, but I can only see improvements going up. All right, I know we've lost the finals and all this crap, but who wants to put Europa League? All it would have meant was that we can get over the line. I don't want that crap. Don't bring that thing anywhere near Old Trafford. It's not worthy of getting within 100 miles of Old Trafford. It's crap.
No, Hallie, no one's fought for Chelsea. Of course, no one hasn't. Why would they?
Chelsea's fine players. Fuck all junior.
Well, we have 20 loan players coming back. I think those are new players for sure, and at least 2 will come up good in my view. Anyway.
Just on that, if Chelsea don't get a striker in, I would be very worried.
There's a striker who I forgot about, Doug, when I did a thing. Batshuayi, he's staying this season. He's staying by the looks of it.
Wow,
it's Broja actually. I think Broja will probably be the backup guy, but not
this
enough.
Is Batshuayi's end product, an empty bottle.
All right, back to these are the final questions. So back to you, Talk. He says, what do you think you could the league next season? We're going to short starts with Fred and McTominay in the midfield.
No, we've got to move on from Fred because they're decent players, but neither of them, in my opinion, are first team. They're not first team, in my opinion. We're better than that. And this is why these changes have been made on all these names that we've been linked with. Because this is what I'm saying about Ole. He's recognising the mistakes that he's made and rectifying them, doing the right thing. So how he can't be supported by our fan base, I have no idea. Makes no sense to me.
Reece, what is your does Steven Gerrard need to win a domestic cup this year?
Does he need to?
Mhm.
No, he's got to win the league. To be fair, I wouldn't put it past. The only way Rangers don't win a domestic cup is if Rangers just don't turn up in a game. Like that's the only way Rangers have actually lost like the Scottish Cup and the League Cup this year, or even the past year before, like the year before that, is because we just didn't turn up. Obvious examples: the Celtic game, we absolutely tore them apart in the league, but in the Scottish Cup, so it was the League Cup, we just didn't turn up at all. So it's literally just that. Like Rangers' own downfall is the only way they don't win a domestic cup. So yeah, Rangers will win the treble.
Connor, will Liverpool be in a title race this season, and what do you think is going to happen with Nat Phillips?
Yeah, I think we're going to be in the title race for sure. Hopefully, be back to our best with Virgil back and Kanate hopefully thriving. Nat Phillips, it's a difficult one because I'd like to keep him because he is a solid centre half. The problem is I just think his value is at peak position right now, and I don't think if we was to keep him for another year, I don't think you get that 15-20 million that is talked about. So yeah, I don't want him to go, but I definitely could see him leaving this summer.
Josh, before you do your next one, there's something I want to show you.
What is it?
Just 1 second. I'll see if I can get it on the. Put me on full screen. There's something I want to show. This will be a reminder for talk as well.
Cool.
So this is an image. This was Solskjaer's first back four when he started for Man United. 1 second.
It's Phil Jones, Chris Smalling,
Jones, Smalling, Lindelof, Ashley Young.
Yeah.
That was his back four. What, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Roughly. And now it's going to be like probably one of like the death row stage.
Maguire, Varane,
Maguire, Wan-Bissaka.
Owen, this person's asking, Shaqiri confirmed today and out public that he would like to leave Liverpool. Do you think that's a big loss for Liverpool? And what would you do about Divock Origi and Tiki Minamino?
Whoa, 3 questions. So Shaqiri has played, I looked at it today, I was on another podcast, Dave's NFC Chats at lunchtime, and he's played a total of just less than 2,500 minutes in his Liverpool career since he joined at the beginning of 18-19. To put that into context, Fabinho, who had his injury problems last season and didn't play every game, played more minutes last season than Shaqiri has in his entire Liverpool career. He had 8 goals, 9 assists in all competitions. Shaqiri was good. He was useful. He was decent. He'll always be remembered for crossing the ball to Gini Wijnaldum in that incredible Barcelona game at Anfield. But it's the right time for him to move on. Divock Origi, I mean, I think, ideally we would have cashed in on him after the European Cup final at the peak of his value. I don't think he's got a future at Liverpool, unfortunately, as much as I love the guy. And Taki Minamino, yeah, I can't see him working either because he's I don't know. We've got him out on the left wing, and for me, his natural position's like a number 10. But of course, we don't play with a number 10, and he's not good enough to change the entire system. So I would imagine that all 3 of them will move on. But I'm not sure.
RCBian, do you think Chelsea have much of a chance to win in the league in the title race next season if they go in with Tammy Abraham, Batshuayi, and Havertz as their front choice strikers?
No, I think earlier Doug I think touched upon it as well. Like, if we don't sign that finishing striker that we really need, I think we'll probably fall just short. But we will still challenge. Like, in my opinion, like Havertz will be leading Chelsea if we don't sign the top striker because he's got it in him. But whether he's got it for 38 games, I'm not sure. And Batshuayi, can't finish. So I think, probably the answer to the question is no. But we will still challenge.
I honestly think he's got to sign Lukaku before the season starts.
I hope so, but the problem is basically, as in Lukaku is already given Hakimi, right? So to get, Inter Milan already given Hakimi. So to get Lukaku is something that we really need to bid big, and whether Chelsea will do that he's I think turning 29 very soon. Mm-hmm. So I doubt it personally, but yeah, we may do that. We did with Kepa. We just spoke about Kepa earlier, so we may and then do a panic buy. But let's see. Let's hope the Haaland deal comes through.
Either way, whatever happens for Inter, they're fucked anyway because they owe us 45 million, and it's absolutely fantastic. They're already in massive debt.
Stephen, are you happy with the signing of Ben White for around about £550 million? And why are you trying to sign Aaron Ramsdale as a backup goalkeeper for 20 million?
Oh, yes. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is going to be a good one, Stephen. Over to you.
Yeah, Ramsdale just don't even fucking go there. Ben White is more. It's more 30 mil plus 20 mil in player tax because he's an English player. He's a decent centre half. He's better than what we've got. I've stressed already. Like Arsenal's aim is getting in Europe. It's not anything else. It's just getting in the Europa League spot. It's not getting in anything else. So we're not going to be attracting big players because we're not in Europe. Ben White is a decent defender and he's better than I'd take him over Rob Holding. I'm sick of Rob Holding. Like, you can fuck off. Right, and Ramsdale, just do me a favour. Just stay at Sheffield United. Do us a favour.
sign Ramsdale, get relegated. It's the Arsenal.
Why not look at Sam Johnson?
If we're gonna buy Ramsdale, can they sign me? I'm a goalkeeper.
I'm gonna say this now, but if Arsenal pay 32 million for Aaron Ramsdale, he will be the most expensive English goalkeeper in the Premier League history.
Mm-hmm.
The record is Jordan Pickford at £30 million from Sunderland to Everton.
Just remember, Chelsea wanted to sign Henderson for 40 million. Like, that nearly happened, I know. Like, the two sides to one coin, and Arsenal want to flip it.
It looks like he's lost a £20 note and found 10 pence piece.
Don't give
It's too good. It's too good. The fact is, both times in his career, like, Ramsdale has finished bottom of the league. Both times in his career, like, that says it all. Like, he is the king of 20th position.
Sorry, did you just say something to me, Josh? Sorry.
No, I was going to ask you the next question, but because mentioned I was lagging, didn't realize Reece was talking.
Oh, right, okay.
All right, so you've been asked 3 questions, and he said this is based off your series at Chat With that these questions are coming from. So I'll ask you them one at a time. First of all, how long are you giving the Watford manager?
Go on.
I mean, what did Garcia get? Garcia got September. I will give Munoz to October.
Over. So you think Watford manager will be sacked?
Yep.
It's Watford. What are they known for?
The second one is how long are you giving Marco Silva at Fulham with the best squad in the Championship?
He will be the first manager to be sacked. He has a 30% win rate. 30% win rate at all of his Premier League clubs, Hull, Watford, and Everton combined. I think this is an absolutely disastrous move for Fulham to a point. I would have picked Chris Wilder myself. I am going to say that Marco Silva will start slowly, and I think he will be one of the first managers to go in the Championship.
And then the final one is, how do you think Nuno Espirito Santo will get on the Spurs? Similar style to Jose. The fans hated the style. If he doesn't get results quick, could he be out the door by Christmas?
Yeah.
It's a hard one because obviously you've got to, well, this is hilarious. They're in the Europa Conference League, so how much they actually do is dependent on that. But I don't think Tottenham are going to be anywhere near top 4. I don't think they're going to be anywhere near 5th or 6th. I think they could potentially be in I actually think they'll be battling for that Europa Conference spot again. I really do.
Is it mad that he's decided he's like his first conference said, I'm not going to play the back 3 with Spurs. I'm going to play either the mix of 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, we know you as playing a back 3 and being an utter shithouse as a manager. What is going on with you, Nuno? The fuck you smoking, mate?
Have any of you got any questions you want to ask each other or anything? That's all the questions I've got on my phone.
I got a question for Stephen. The If you were Emery out, I mean, in hindsight, was he that bad compared to Arteta?
You compare it to Arteta now, probably say not. But if I remember at the time, we lost to Frankfurt, and I remember watching the game, and I've never seen the end so empty. The fans were disillusioned. The football wasn't great. We were falling down. It was exactly what we were doing with Arteta last season, falling down the table. Couldn't buy a win to save our life. And you sort of saw that when we played Emery at Villarreal, where he sat back and we sort of got back in the game because of it. So he wasn't good enough, and he wasn't good enough, so he had to go. But I did not expect we would be getting this. Let's be honest. The fact that we've got a manager that's not had any experience, well, we might as well just pick the next Tom, Dick and Harry off the street. If we're going to do that.
I could have done a better job when I played season Man City.
I played FIFA.
I played a football save with Manchester City, and I didn't even win the League One. So there you go.
To be fair,
we've now lost Rafa Benitez, which is my personal favourite. Right, there's plenty of other managers that are going to be walking out the door and go to another club, and we're going to miss out on them. How many managers we missed out on? We took up on these managers. How many?
Too many, and it's beautiful.
We could have Kop before we turned up.
Okay, so that does.
To be fair, I'm literally looking at all the shit for Varane coming through, and it's literally making my blood like heat the fuck up. It's so good. 34.2 million up front, 8.5 million in add-ons. Fuck me, that's a bargain for one of the best centre backs in the world.
We've got some breaking news transfer wise, all right. So for anyone who remembers, Dan is from Football Is, and That Is What I Want. He has signed for a Sunday league team. Very good transfer news here on the Josh and Reece podcast. Dan from Football Is and What I Want has signed for a Sunday league team.
Intriguing.
Okay, I'll go one more question. This is from Tom and the Blue Podcast. He had to go and join our channel. I want to ask you very quickly. So I'll start with talk. The question goes for obvious. If you right now could either be a football player, a football coach, or someone in the boardroom for your favorite for your beloved football club, what would you want to be? So talk. Would you rather be in the dugout, in the boardroom, or on the football pitch?
In the dugout.
What formation would you be playing with Manchester United?
If it was with the current squad we've got now, I would be trying a 4-3-3 really hard.
Right, Reece?
Well, I'll let Talk finish. He was on to something there. Keep going, mate.
I mean, it's with the squad we've got right now, with none of the incoming, then it's
Varane's just about done, so I'll give you Varane.
All right, well, Varane then. So I'm still going to go for a 4-3-3. But it's it's the middle of the park that's the problem, isn't it? Really, who do you put as the holding player? Who's the holding player there? We know the two either side. The two either side are Pogba and Bruno. But who's in the middle? Who drops back?
That's a good question.
Reece, what about you?
Go on.
All right, so I would definitely be in the dugout. I would be the manager. Hands fucking down. I would be the manager.
Stephen, what was it, Stephen?
I'm not done yet. I'm not done. I'm not done. Don't disrespect me like that. I'm not done. It'd be a 4-3-3. It'd be De Gea on goal.
Yeah.
Back four would be Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire, Shaw.
Yeah.
It would be James Garner in defensive midfield.
Ooh, okay.
He's a proper DM, so I'd stick him in there.
I would say, just before you carry on, I was going to say I would give a debut to Galbraith.
Good shout. I would say Galbraith for Garner. Lindelof is, even though he used to play there, I wouldn't put him in there, but he isn't. I'd rather keep him as a squad player, backup centre back. But no, I would put Garner in there personally, and then I would have Pogba and Bruno at the moment. Garner can sit there and sit. I would have Bruno as like the 10 Roman, like just doing attacking position. I'd have Pogba in that free role, and then front three I would have Cavani. Barry was fit. I'd have Cavani in the middle, Rashford on the left, Sancho on the right.
Yes.
All right, Stephen, are you going to be the Michael Arteta replacement? Are you going to do the transfers? Or are you going to try and score a few
yes,
goals?
to save my own football club.
He's in the
What- which
boardroom.
I'm doing it. Yeah, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. Yeah, but I will be in the dugout.
Owen, are you replacing Jurgen Klopp,
Hang on.
Michael Edwards?
No.
Are you not done yet? Are you not done yet? Go,
Yes,
sorry,
Stephen,
my
we
fault.
need to know what Stephen would do. What would you do as the manager,
What would I
Stephen?
do?
Five at the
give
back,
Bellerin-
fuck the bus.
Give Bellerin his P45. Finally kick Xhaka out the door. Finally.
Yes.
Like, if you're going to go.
Yeah.
El Neni can go. Holding can go. A lot of them. Kolasinac can go.
Sarabia back from loan.
We can look at then if we're gonna get Madison, I'll just pay the money. So there you go, bang, have them. We're gonna do it. Right, Locatelli, right, stop fucking around, just get it done before Juve turn up. Right, and then I'd play your 4-2-3-1 with I'll get it. Who's it against the goalkeeper? Shit.
You'd definitely bring back Martinez if you had the chance, because you can't afford all black.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll bring Martinez back. Fuck it. Right. Martinez. Then I'd be. Cedric's a good, not bad, but obviously there's another option we need to go out and get. But you could have Cedric in there. Gabriel, Ben White, or we could bring Saliba back. I called Saliba straight back to where the fuck are you going? Right. I would put Tierney on the left, then Partey and Locatelli, and would put Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left, Lacazette up front, and Madison in the middle.
That's not a bad team. Owen, are you a manager, player, or a boardroom?
Well, I definitely could not replace Jurgen Norbert Klopp, nor would I want to. But I'm a dreamer, you know. Like I've dreamt all my life of scoring a goal for Liverpool Football Club. So I'd be sort of challenging Bobby Firmino, but happy on the bench, as Liverpool's false nine. You know, a creative. These are my dreams. The reality is, I might get to be a steward once if I'm lucky, and that's about it.
I know that feeling. Like growing up, like my first goal I ever scored for Man United was one of David Beckham's goals. It was a David Beckham free kick against Leicester, and that was one of the first goals I remember. Like honestly, if I could score a free kick just like Beckham in front of the Stretford end, like a full Stretford end, my life would be complete if I could. But I'll never get that. I'll probably never get that chance. But if I could, fuck me, my life would be complete. Forget kids, forget all that shit. No, scoring a free kick in front of the Stretford end.
Do you play? Reece, do you play football?
I haven't. I used to play when I was younger until I got injured. So now I just have like muck about with like mates and stuff. But I used to play when I was younger. My dad played pro youth as well. My dad played for Hibs in the first team as well.
Nice.
Right, RCBian, are you replacing Tuchel, Petr Cech, or are you going to take a spot in the Chelsea playing team?
Well, like Owen touched upon, right? Reality is totally different. So given a chance, I would take anything. But yes, given a choice, I think I'd probably be part of the board and make sure that the scouting committee is totally replaced at Chelsea, because that's something that we don't utilize in recent years. Obviously, being a Dutch fan at national level, I would get some Dutch flair back to the club, but without the bias, even like there's loads of talent there that I think Chelsea should really look at, and rather just go simple and target players at Leicester, Atletico Madrid, or the likes. Go target that can be the simplest way out to begin with. But we really need to change that backroom stuff in terms of scouting.
Would be actually be a great thing. I don't know about you guys, but obviously, I think Talk might agree with me on this. Imagine just being like the head of the development of the youth academy, just being overall in charge of all the Man United youth academies. Like for me, I think that would be amazing. I don't know about you guys. Also, Chelsea renowned youth academy. It's amazing. Liverpool. I'll be honest. Owen, you can comment on this. I know jack shit about Liverpool's youth academy. I don't know exactly how far you are in terms of the youth perspective. Stephen, Arsenal have got, in my opinion, a far better women's team than youth academies. I think you may be able to confirm me on that. Your women's team are far superior to your academy teams, and that's just because the women's team's got so much investment. Your youth academies need that. But in terms of Chelsea, I know a lot about, but Arsenal and Liverpool not.
It's not so much as that. It's not so much as that. It's the fact we've been so dominant in the women's game for so long.
Yeah.
As well, before the Women's Super League even turned up, there was no one else challenging us. And
now you've got Chelsea.
We've got Chelsea, Man City, and all that. And
United are free fall. That Lauren James signing at Chelsea says, "Oh, really? That's a fantastic signing." It's just because Man United are in just such bad free fall for the women's team.
I heard there's something. Sorry, I just quick point. I was saying I heard it's something to do about the training pitch of Man United, because of which Lauren James moved. I don't know. I might be wrong there, but that's one of the reasons why she was convinced to move, and that's a huge problem if that's the case, right?
Oh, it's in such bad nick. It's neglected. It got reported during the Super League and all that, leading up to Murtaugh's appointment and all that, of director of football and Fletcher, just how bad the facilities that they're having to, the training facilities are awful. They're not even at Carrington yet. They're not at Carrington, the women's team. For me, that's embarrassing. They should have the full same facilities. They have to. They're training. They're changing facilities as well. Disgusting. I don't know. I'm not much of a women's football fan. I watch a game now and then. I'm not as invested as I am in, say, our youth academy teams, where I'm completely invested because I adore the history of this club, which is youth academy. But I want to get more invested in the women's team. But the way they're disrespecting it, I'm like, is there a point? I don't mean that as I don't, for anyone that has for any female fan that watches this show, I'm not having a dig at the women's team by that comment. I'm literally just saying, for all the disrespect the Man United women's team's getting, is there a reason why I should invest my attention? Because the way it's being treated, it's kind of hard, and it's a bit of a shame to them.
Especially now they've got this new deal where they have to be shown live, either on the app or on their app, online or BBC or BT.
Exactly.
So there is either way, all the games are live. So
the thing is this with all clubs, when it comes to I don't know if it works like this, but with all clubs with the women's side and the men's side, there has to be a portion of investment pushed aside for the ladies' team. So the investment in facilities, training facilities, wages, all of that, right? That has to be put aside and made available to the ladies' side, and it has to be its own thing. It has to be its own thing, and has to be run by totally separate people from the men's side, because it's otherwise, if they start intertwining, how can that work?
Well, I don't know, but
I agree.
Liverpool, for example, have just spent I don't know how many 100 million on a new training facility, and it's huge. It's in Kirby near Liverpool, and they've got instead of Melbourne, we're now in Kirby, and they've got fantastic facilities for the youth team. Fantastic, obviously, state of the art facilities for the men's team. And the women's team are still sharing their training facilities with Tranmere Rovers. And I think that's scandalous. So I think there should be some kind of crossover. Yes, I mean, certain things need to be separate, but I think that it'd be good to have the club under one umbrella. The men's and the women's team. As something we can all get behind, because it's I definitely support Liverpool women's team as my favourite women's team, but if they're in the second division with no investment whatsoever, and it's just I don't know. It seems really stupid.
Owen, what I'm getting at is right. So the ladies team and the men's team, it's all part of the same club, whether it be Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, or whatever. But there have to be two separate camps with individual investment. And adequate facilities for both. Because I'll tell you something now. Let's just say, that streaming service. He was going to get involved.
Being sports.
Yeah, being sports, and the other one. DAZN. You know, DAZN.
Oh, yeah, DAZN or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, DAZN. Right. Let's just say now that they go. Yeah, hold on a minute. We're missing something here with this ladies' team. Right, hold up. And they come to the Premier League clubs and they say, "Yeah, look, we're gonna give you an extra, I don't know, 500 million a season to back it to go into the ladies' team." What do you think's going to happen then? The fucking boards at the clubs are going to go, "Whoa, sure, okay, whoa, all right. Now listen, ladies' team, right? You're not training over there next to the woods anymore and having to run to the bushes for a week. We're going to build you all this stuff, and you can go here and you can go there. It's all about the money. If you're gonna do it properly. Don't insult the ladies' teams by going half-hearted and just going and doing it as if you're saying, "Oh, we're doing this because everybody wants us to."
It says it all. It says it all, really. Like Man United's women's team, like they abolished in 2005. And we actually had a very good women's team, and they just stopped it. And then, next thing you know, a couple of years ago, they bring us back. We win promotion to the top division, and then our best player goes to Leon. Like, but it's not like much of a. I just don't. Well, one of the best players at the time, but like I just look at that and I'm like, I don't think they show any respect to the women's game except for when the World Cup's on and you see the Olympics, you see the broadcasting is massive, but for league games it's minuscule, and I'm like, not many people's going to invest their interest, and it is a shame because there's women who want to be professional footballers, successful professional footballers, and they're mugged off to a T, and I'm like, it's a shame, but they should do the exact same for the youth levels as well for men and women. Give them so much we can actually improve, but you know what they're like, they just don't give a fuck.
We are going to have to end it there because we are running over 2 hours. I know it's getting a bit late for some people, so we are going to end it there. Just before everyone can say their goodbyes, that is the end of the Josh and Reece podcast. Your Monday night podcast will now be on the Dugout Football channel. The World of Football podcast returns. It's the Premier League predictions next week of me, Reece, Nathan, and so all of our content will be over there on Monday night. The Josh and Reece podcast will stay. Me and Reece will be going head-to-head in Premier League predictions for every single 38-week game season to see who is superior. And also there will be detail. There will be a very short video coming out next week about how the viewers can get involved, what the prize will be, and what is the joys of interaction. So hope Stephen, Owen, and RCB maybe each will all get involved in that way competition that I'm going to be getting going on the channel. As I said, the other thing is I'm doing a watch along tomorrow night. This time tomorrow, Bournemouth are probably going to hammer Chelsea by 4-0 because, as RCB knows, Bournemouth like to turn into Barcelona when they play Chelsea, regardless if it's friendly or not. So, there'll be a watch along on the channel tomorrow night for the Chelsea Bournemouth game. So, to say goodbye to you all, so talk. As I just say, all socials to all of these people, along with Connor and Doug and Tom, are all in the description below if you want to follow any of them. So, talk. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed the evening.
Yeah. Brilliant, mate. Thanks for having me. I really enjoyed it. Thanks a lot.
Reece, that's the end to this style of podcast, but it's on to the head-to-head predictions from next week. So bring it on.
You claim you're gonna beat me, but this is for the viewers and this is for the panel, right? This guy challenged me numerous times last year at predictions, and I was 100% every time. This man really, he's got such an ego issue with me. I mean, I know I've got a massive ego, but like, for goodness sake, Josh, like, just admit it. I'm your superior.
It's going to be a very, very good series. I mean, I've got a really, really special. As far as I think we agree, it's not going to be live. It's going to be pre-recorded. I'm going to be edited, but we are going to we will live stream. If it's a midweek game, we'll live stream our predictions. Then, obviously, please listen. As I kind of said, I have nominated Stephen Fanley for the best charitable channel on YouTube. The terms of content creation for YouTube content creator awards. So Stephen,
can I cut to mention one thing, mate, for the Man United fans? Can I cut to mention one thing?
Yes.
This has just came out from Mohammed Bouhafsi. He is a very reliable journalist. So talk hell. I know Maisie's also in the chat. She's just hanging around. This has just came out literally 2 minutes ago. Raphael Varane must quarantine when he arrives in England. We do know this. His people and Manchester United are working on this, but maybe a minimum of 5 days quarantine. Medicals maybe at the start of the week. So the way it's going, Varane is imminent, and Mohammed, I know this for a fact, Mohammed is a tier 1 reliable journalist, and I'm sure he is linked as well at times as well such major clubs. So this is major, and it is on United District. They've tweeted it 2 minutes ago.
I know Mohammed Bouhafsi actually. I met him a few times because I used to work.
He's a very good man. Like I like listening to some of the stuff he talks about.
He's a very serious journalist, and he's definitely reliable. So that's good news.
But that is what he said. Quarantine when he arrives in England. Both his people and the club are working on it, and it looks like it'll be a minimum of 5 days. The medicals maybe at the start of the week. So the way it's going, Varane's going to be up with ours before we start against Leeds.
As I said with Stephen, I've no photo for Stephen for Best Travel channel. He'll be recording a video with me tomorrow to talk about Arsenal. About Arsenal season ahead on the final episode of the trip ahead. So Stephen, I don't want to depress you too much ahead of tomorrow, but I hope you've enjoyed being on my channel tonight. You've had me on your channel loads of times. I'll hopefully be on plenty of times in the future. You're more than welcome here. What you do is great for the community. I know it's something you take a big passion in. So credit to you, to yourself, to basically everything that you've done. I'll always support you in any way that I possibly can with your work that you do.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And I can't thank you enough for considering me. I mean, this is what I just come on for. Is just coming just to raise some money and some awareness and be part of a great community. And yeah, I'm absolutely honoured that you consider us as for an award. So yeah, thank you.
So anytime you want to be on the pre-record show for the prediction show, just give me or Josh a message. Anybody, we're not going to say no.
Yeah.
We'll still kick your ass.
Owen doesn't do YouTube anymore, but he does do the Kop podcast. The links to where you can find all of the different places you can listen to are all in the description below. He does a fascinating little poem at the start of every podcast that you can. That's one of the best bits about it. It's a beautiful little poem that the guy's got going on. I'm sure I'll be seeing you very close to the start of the season, because Liverpool play Chelsea, so I'm sure we preview on the Kop and on this channel will be required. So we'll be seeing each other very, very soon.
I would love that. Absolutely. Yeah, totally. Thank you, everybody. It's really, really nice to meet Ankit and Stephen as well and talk. So thank you, guys. And thanks to Reece. Thanks to you, Josh, as well.
My pleasure. We'll see you on World of Football podcast soon as well.
Great. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, definitely.
For anyone that doesn't know, I know obviously Owen does because he's been on the show before. Ankit, I don't know. Stephen, you may not know. The World of Football podcast is a podcast we started last year, just throughout the season. It was me. Originally, actually, I was a guest on it. Originally, it was Josh, Doug, Connor, and I think that was how it started. I think Nathan joined the week when I joined. I joined the second pod onwards, and it's literally just the five of us talking about what happened during the week for football. And we would bring on a random guest. That's how we met Owen, and that went from there. If you guys want to join on, just let us know. We do have a World of Football podcast on group chat on Twitter as well that we can interact with, so we can get on. If there's anybody you want to recommend as well, let us know. We have had Leicester channels, Arsenal, we've got all of that. If you guys want to come on, just talk about football in general, about your club's performance over the weekend, let Doug know, because Doug's not going to say no unless you're an absolute clown. That's just Doug's rule. If you're a clown, then no. But I don't know why he lets me on then. That is literally how it is. It's literally just a weekly Monday podcast, 7 p.m. on the Dugout Football channel, and we are back August 6th. So I'm pretty sure that's next. I think that's next week, isn't it? So next week we have. No,
it's not August.
Friday. Sorry, 6th is a Friday because I was supposed to be doing a work thing and I've told them it's not happening.
I'm working 100 on Friday. So.
That Monday then. That Monday the following Monday.
And last but not least is RCBian. That's a fellow Chelsea fan. Obviously, a pre-season game tomorrow for us to enjoy. I'll try and get you on the channel as much as possible to talk about Chelsea. Maybe I can check out a Chelsea podcast going or something. That's I'll see what I can arrange within my time scale. But thank you for coming on. I know it's free. I know it's like half 2. You're coming 3 a.m. for you over there, so I really, really appreciate the grind and I asked you to come on. I hope it was well worth staying up for.
No, certainly, I enjoyed it. I have to say, the panel here was absolutely fantastic. And of course, meeting Josh, ironically, we're meeting for the first time, but we've been in touch for a long while, right? And we follow each other's channels from what I know. And, I really enjoy the content because I think there was trivia, nostalgia, as well as a lot of, current topics that we discussed. It couldn't have gone better. And meeting Owen and, I think Connor for the first time was fantastic as well. and others, obviously, it's a great chat. And one of the reasons why I really enjoyed it even more is because I'm having the series of Who Am I on my channel, which is again some trivia. So that is something that gave me confidence, going by the quiz that we just had in the beginning of the show. And I'm sure, that'll tell me, okay, fine, I know something to, keep questions for people out there who come up as guest contestants. And I've started, Chelsea as well as other content. So I'm hoping all of you, one by one, can maybe come on my channel as well. And, we'll probably have a lot of discussion again.
Yeah, so thank you to you all, thank you to the panel, thank you to the chat, thank you to everyone. This has been a fantastic podcast that me and Reece have taken up. So we won't be disappearing. We're just shifted back to the original plan on a different channel. But of course, I said me and Reece have extremely exciting plans with the head-to-head. And what I will do to everyone who's been on the panel, so to all of you, Talk, Stephen, Owen, and RCBian, I will send you the details of how the head-to-head prediction work, and we'll make sure you get involved. It's completely free, and there is an award if you do finish top of the table. So I will keep you all involved, and we'll try and stay as a big community, and hopefully can create a nice wee little Premier League prediction thing during the season. So I've got nothing else to add. All links to these guys are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow night for the Chelsea board watch along, where we're going to get to watch Drinkwater, back Kyogo, Kennedy, and a lot of other Chelsea rejects against Bournemouth. Bournemouth, not Barcelona. So that brings the end.
Doug confirmed it August 2nd. So it will be next week. We are back. So there you go, August 2nd. And Doug, yes, you can definitely join us on the prediction shows.
All right, that brings it up. So I'm going to bed. I'm doing whatever else is the way to do it. But anyway, thank you guys, and see you later.
Why do you let us hurt one another just for the dollar? Did you lose your heart in the darkness deep in your pocket? No, I don't care of the price I pay. I don't want to spend my life that way. Tell me, is the pain that you're causing worth what you profit?
Yeah, I know that money don't buy happiness, but buys you more material shit. Been reworking how I think and what it means to be rich. I used to think it meant to flex, so Rolex on my wrist. Feels bad to take more than you give. Lately hate how we live. I never want to become the things that I hate. With a man in the mirror with laugh and spit in my face, and tell me that the money is maybe another fake. I've been drowning in my mind and my money's been at it. Wait, oh Lord, please save me. I should've known that something man-made couldn't make me. I say I'm making music, or is music what creates me? I never have an answer, same question every day. See, when we pass on, all our things are passed on to the next. Everything we didn't do is everything we regret. Every day we fucking work for this worthless check. If you're not happy, you're forever in debt. You're forever in debt.